Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Dyah Ayu Gayatri from Visual Communication Design. Today I want to talk about the definition of art and analyze Vincent van Gogh artwork. The definition and terminology. Art, according to the origin of the word, comes from the word art in English, ars in Latin, and technique in Greek, and is often associated with high proficiency or skill in creating the limits. Therefore, art can be defined as the expression or application of human creative skill and imagination to produce work of beauty or emotional strength, resulting in the quality works such as dance, painting, or crafting. Art includes many human activities in creating visual, audio, or performance, both that express the imagination, idea, or technique skill of the marker. Art is all human action that arise from the life of his feeling and are beautiful so that they move the soul of the feelings that exist within humans. The equipment. To make an art, we need tools and materials. So there is some tools and materials that are usually used to create an art, especially for drawing and painting. So the tools and the material is pencil, eraser, colored pencil, crayon, brush, watercolor, gouache, oil paint, palette, sketchbook or paper, canvas, and palette knife. Above Vincent van Gogh work. The Starry Night is the one of painting that he made is an oil on canvas painting by the Dutch post-impressionist painter Vincent van Gogh, painted in June 1889. It depicts the view from the east-facing window of his asylum room at the Saint Remy de Provence just before the sunrise with the edition of Imaginary Village. It has been in the permanent collection of the Museum of Modern Art in New York City since 1941. The Starry Night is one of the most recognized painting in the Western art category. Vincent van Gogh was a Dutch painter artist. The flow of his painting was a post-impressionist. Post-impressionist was formed from a general French art movement that developed between 1889 and 1905, which emerged as a reaction to the Impressionists' attention to naturalist depiction. Due to its broad emphasis on the quality of the symbolic content, the resulting artworks use a lot of bright colors, often bold paint application, and the subjects are real life, but they are more likely to change geometric shapes, change shapes for expressive effects, and use unnatural or arbitrary colors. Name of World National and World Organization. Now, the painting is in the Museum of Modern Art, or MoMA, in New York City. It is one of the most prominent and influential modern art museums in the world. The collection featured an unparalleled overview of modern and contemporary art, including works of architecture and design, painting, sculptures, photograph, screen prints, illustration, films, and electronic media. Beside the Starry Night, you can also find the legendary works on the gallery of the Museum of Modern Art. There is The Sleeping Gypsy, I and the Village, The Dream, Les Demoiselles d'Avignon, The Presence of Memories, Broadway Boogie Woogie, and Campbell's Soup Cans. Basic technique and history. Vincent William van, or we know as Vincent van Gogh, was born in 30 March 1853 and died in 29 July 1890. He was a Dutch post-impressionist painter who became one of the most famous and influential figures in the history of art in the West. He is known as someone who has a characteristic painting using bold and dramatic colors, as well as impulsive and expressive brushstroke. The Starry Night is an oil on canvas painting that he was made in June 1889. The painting depicts a view of the east-facing window of his husband's room in the same rain with the profanes just before sunrise, and with the edition of the idolized village by using bold, innovate, and bold brushstroke, and he used of blue and yellow colors, creating a striking painting impression and a thrilling atmosphere. But in fact, the famous painting Starry Night turns out to serve a tragic story of the painter. During his life and during his stay there, he actually poured his imagination about the mental hospital of Saint Remy de Provence into several other works. But the Starry Night is the only one painting that he was made with night theme. He applied paint directly from the tube into the canvas, creating thick impasto and intense hue that now left us tuned and hard. The young Van Gogh did have mental retardation and suffered from quite severe epilepsy. All of this condition made him prolong, depressed, and become a loner. Until one day, Van Gogh felt depressed and cut his own ear, and that's why he was in the mental hospital. One of the reasons why he cut his own ear is because he felt he was not a success, a painter, and in his life he just sold one painting. So that another reason to make him cut his own ear. I think that's it. So thank you and assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.